Cooking with Aliyah, the show that brings you the flavors of Morocco. In the last two videos, we looked at how to prepare different types of shahiwat, which means treats in Moroccan. We made the refreshing strawberry lemonade and delicious chicken mhencha. And today, I'm going to show you how to make a unique Moroccan sweet called Sellou or Sfouf. Sellou is made of browned flour, almonds, and sesame seeds. It's like an energy bar. That's why in Morocco, it is an essential treat during Ramadan when people fast. It is also served to women after childbirth to give them strength. Every family in Morocco has its own way of preparing Sellou. Some prefer it dry, others buttery, some smooth, others crunchy, and they adjust the amount of ingredients and spices to their tastes. Today I'm going to share with you the recipe, the traditional recipe of how to make Sellou, but I'm also sharing with you the 2 secret ingredients that make my Sellou special. And if you choose to use them, I guarantee that people will taste it and say, your Sellou tastes different and so good. So keep it a secret and don't tell them why. Let's start! 200 grams of flour, 125 grams of roasted almonds. You can also buy raw blanched almonds and roast them or fry them yourself, but I prefer to buy them already roasted to save time. 100 grams of sesame seeds, 125 grams of honey, 75 grams of powdered sugar. For the spices, I'm using 1.5 teaspoons of anise powder, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon powder, a pinch of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of ground mastic gum. So mastic gum comes like this in a rock format, so you need to ground it with sugar, and you can buy it either from online or from an oriental store. And you also need 113 grams of butter, which is 1 stick of butter. Note that you can replace the amount of butter with 1/4 cup of vegetable oil and 60 grams of butter, or omit the butter and use 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. If you want your Sellou to have a sandy texture, reduce the amount of butter and oil. However, if you prefer a softer texture, then increase this amount. And my 2 secret ingredients are 125 grams of roasted peanuts and 1/2 teaspoon of cardamom powder. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Place the flour in a baking pan and spread it evenly. Cook the flour in the oven for about 30 minutes. To avoid smoke in your house and for the flour to cook evenly and not burn, you need to stir it every 5 minutes until it is done. You will notice that the color of the flour will start changing, and the flour is done when it has a deep golden brown color. Sift the flour. You can use a spoon to break the flour lumps. Let the flour cool down before using it. While the flour is cooking, you can actually start roasting the sesame seeds in a skillet on medium-low heat. Stir frequently so they do not burn. This will take about 20 to 30 minutes. Remove the seeds from the heat when they darken and become fragrant. You can taste them to see if they're done. They should have a nutty flavor. Using a food processor, mix the roasted peanuts and the roasted almonds together. If you prefer Sellou to have a fine texture, then mix the nuts until you get a powder. I personally prefer my Sellou to be crunchy, so I only half mix the nuts to keep solid parts. Now that we are ready, we're going to mix all the dry ingredients together. Sift the powdered sugar and add it to the flour. Add the spices. Add the sesame seeds. Add the almonds and peanuts. Mix all the ingredients together. Don't forget the second secret ingredient, cardamom. If you want to give a gift to your friends, you can place some of the Sellou mixture in an airtight canister and just tell them to add melted butter and honey to their taste. You can also do this for yourself, as this powder can be preserved for up to 3 months if you place it in an airtight container and in the fridge.
Then all you have to do is add honey and melted butter when you want some sellou. The last step then is to add the melted butter and honey. Mix well using both hands until all the butter and honey are incorporated into the powdery mixture. Now, if you want to preserve the moist sellou, just put it in an airtight container and place it in the fridge for up to 1 month. Just make sure to bring it to room temperature before serving. Serve the sellou in little cups or shape it in a dome in a plate, cover it with powdered sugar and decorate with roasted almonds. Take a spoon and enjoy this amazing treat. Bon appétit!